Spoiler alert, Supergirl has a cameo at the end of James Gunn's Superman. Did it leave me excited for the upcoming Supergirl movie directed by Craig Gillespie? No. Did it leave me slightly irritated and lacking any real enthusiasm for the upcoming Supergirl movie directed by Craig Gillespie? Kind of. Although a dweemer of enthusiasm remains. To banish that glass half empty moment, I decided to embark on an adventure. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. The basis for the upcoming Supergirl movie directed by Craig Gillespie. Embrace the source material. Embrace the movie. Disregard my irrational first impression. Woman of Tomorrow follows Kara Zor-El, aka Supergirl, and Ruthie, a farm girl she meets in a chance tavern encounter. An elderly Ruthie narrates the story of her personal quest for vengeance against Kreeping, an outlaw who has murdered her father. Supergirl's aid with her vendetta is only granted when Krypto is injured during a fight with the villain. It seems they both need to track down Kreeping. Now, I can see why this was chosen as a first Supergirl movie if we are discounting the 1984 Helen Slater movie for the minute. Let's call it the first DCU Supergirl movie. The story takes us across the galaxy, through space fighting dragons, moons and planets, dinosaur-inhabited wastelands. The journey is colourful and vast and cinematic, and each land, each location is different. Not only in colour, but in habitat, in the people, their encounters. In one stricken land, ravaged by the brigands, Kreeping's allies, Kara assists a groundskeeper with a grave task. On the moon Incolm, she hears a dying creature's tale of losing his best friend. The scale of the brigands' destruction is first witnessed in the town of Maypole, where the townsfolk have been silenced by the horror inflicted upon their home. The town has been forcefully divided by the criminal gang, only the strong are left alive. From there they pursue Kreeping and the brigands across the galaxy, seeking vengeance for themselves and for everyone affected by their bloody crusade. The relationship between Kara and Ruthie, the two of the three main characters in the comic, Kreeping being the third, is front and centre, but separately they both get their own share of character development. With Kara, we learn her origin story, what motivates her, how she came to be who she is, the horrors she's witnessed. We get to see a human side, all that swearing as an example. For Ruthie, we see her at the moment of her father's horrific murder. We see her vulnerability, her strength, her lack of life experience. In one moment, Kara shows her how to wash her hands after using the toilet, something she's never undertaken before. Yes, gross, but also a very sweet moment between the two. They both have opportunities to look after the other. Yes, Kara is the superhero, but she still has her own vulnerability. Ruthie gets her chance to be the hero. I really enjoy how she's written as well. Her dialogue, her turn of phrase is unique to the character, and quite a contrast to how Kara is written, deliberately so, I suspect. We get a couple of references to the wider DC universe, the Justice League, Superman, but they are fleeting. This is very much a Supergirl and Ruthie story. Another solid reason for this being the right Supergirl story to tell as a starting point. We'll know her with no outside influence. And so to the artwork. There are so many opportunities here for a huge array of colours, a number of planets, territories, characters, and each is gifted with their own. My favourites being a particularly purple encounter with a grieving alien, and an intense moment during the telling of Kara's origin story. As for the faces, which I do love to judge, they are harsh, jagged, and I think that reflects the tone of the story. I absolutely love the look of the alien that keeps invading Ruthie's personal space on the transport ship they use for their travels. The last thing you'd want to sit next to on an intergalactic journey, especially when it asks if you're tasty. Red flag. Reading this comic has made me excited for the upcoming Supergirl movie directed by Craig Gillespie. There's so much visual potential here. There are few characters, so we'll hopefully have a good opportunity to really get to know them if it's done well. I really love the ending to the comic as well. It was unexpected, and I hope they keep it as it is for the movie. Whilst I remain not a fan of Millie Alcock's cameo, I really enjoyed this comic. I recommend reading it if you haven't done so already, unless you want to avoid spoilers, and I can't wait to see what Supergirl brings to the new DCU. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. How do you feel about this coming to cinema? Is it the right story? Do you think they'll change anything? Everything? What do you make of the Supergirl cast? And as always, have fun storming the castle. Thanks very much for listening. If you'd like to contact us or check out what we've been up to, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If you enjoyed the video today, please do like it, subscribe to the channel, and ding the bell to receive notifications about new videos. See you in the next one.